Hi, this is Emily of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Rachel Mullins, host of Hashtag No Filter Friday, here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my new show, Hashtag No Filter Friday, where we talk about all of the sexual misconduct allegations swirling around Hollywood. A new show drops every Friday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Hashtag No Filter Friday. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Hello, everyone. It's Julianne Condia, your host of Rewritten. Thank you for listening and thank you for sharing it with a friend. I seriously look forward to hearing about how the episode spoke to you, and I just want you to know it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing to see you growing. It's really amazing that you are craving growth and craving change in the best kind of way, or just craving vision. And I just think about, it's never really about our arrival. I speak of this often, but it's the development of our character. The things that we go through, the moments we experience, it shapes us and it develops us, and we learn more about who we are supposed to be. And thank you for being a part of this Rewritten community. Public House Media, you're incredible to make this vision come to life, and I appreciate you, and I have so much gratitude in my heart for the network, and I'm excited and just sincerely in awe that we get a partner together. So, dear friend, I want to talk to you and share a story with you that just touched my soul, to be honest. And this recently just happened, and I had to talk about it. And so here I am, is talking to someone I mentor. And if you guys don't know, I have my own business. I have been doing this business now for almost 5 years in May, which is so crazy. And what I love most about my business are my partners, the people that I partner with, link arms with, surround myself with. The community is just a breath of fresh air. This community breathes life into me. This community, they just want to be better. They're not perfect. They go through hardship, but there's just something about that. There's something about having a tribe that makes you and reminds you of who you are meant to be and what you can be, and really addressing fears and limitations. A lot of times people that I work with, a big fear that they have or something that holds them back, maybe even someone who's been watching me for so long. I have a lot of people who do that. Reason I know that is because then when they have courage and they're brave and they reach out and they say, okay, fine, I'm going to do it. They say they've been watching me for a long time, even a couple years, is that their fear is, can I do this? And there might be other fears along with fear of judgment and things like that, but I think it really does come down to, can I do it? Can I really do it? And that's why I love this community, because they really believe that you can. And it's that constant reminder, especially when you're battling in your mind of second guessing yourself or putting old beliefs on yourself and limitations. That is so toxic when we are with our own mindset sometimes. And so the value of this community is that even when you feel that way sometimes, you're just constantly reminded to where you're going, and you have breakthroughs and you experience better comebacks with your obstacles. I can't explain it. It's almost like I can talk about it, I can explain it, I can write it down, but it's more of a feeling. People can feel your heart 10 feet away from you. They can feel your positive energy. They can also feel your negative energy. They can feel everything. And I would say this community is so much about that, where it's like, you don't understand until you do it. That's a big thing that I say. And what I mean by that is experience the feeling of it. And that is something that I cannot experience for you. I can only try to explain it, but it can sound so foreign. So I have been doing this business. It's all based on health and wellness. My number one mission is to help busy women get fit in every area of life. And I've built a tribe around that. I've built a tribe around helping women see the value in working out, even if they hated it or haven't had the best relationship with their body, and just linking arms and believing in people and helping them in this way. And so we really care about other people, and we really care about showing them how they can implement being healthier and happier. And so much of it also has to do with our mindset and just the way that we talk to ourselves, and that's a big part of it. That's something that our culture on our team values, is just thinking better and breaking through all of these limitations. Well, in my mentoring call that I had, I just asked a simple question of, essentially, who are you before this? Tell me about that. Tell me about why you decided to join our crew. Like, I want to hear about that, because for me, when I first started, I didn't have any hesitations. I just knew I wanted to feel better. I knew that I wanted to lose the 35 pounds I had gained. I wanted to feel more confident in my own skin. And that was enough for me. I didn't need to know anything other than, how do I get started? Sign me up. Because I just remember hearing a call in the way that it made me feel, of a group of people talking about the things I'm talking to you about, where I want that. I crave that. I feel like a lot of the talk I've been surrounded by, this was 5 years ago, was complaining about our jobs. And there's just something that it made me feel. And as she was talking about how something big that has transformed in her life is that her husband was always getting the least of her, was getting the empty her, was getting the complaining her, the one that was self-sabotaging, the one that didn't feel good, the one that just was body bashing and feeling insecure, and pretty much just giving him the scraps. And I said, now what is life like? Like, what is it like now that you have created a workout routine, which she felt intimidated by? She didn't think someone like her could do that. She didn't like cardio. She had all of the reasons why she couldn't, but she had a tribe of people believing that she could, and she is. And she's experiencing results, physical results, but this is where it gets really cool. She said, the biggest thing is that my husband notices how much happier I am. I have more energy, the way that I'm talking, the way that I'm feeling, and he's getting the best of me now. And I legitimately had tears in my eyes because of how powerful that is. How often in life are people getting the worst of us? And I think the people closest in our life, that's a true statement. They see the more vulnerable side of us. And so this journey of self-development is so much more beyond you, where I feel like as I was talking to this person, I couldn't help but think that her marriage is better. Her relationship is better. Even her relationship with herself. You should have heard her talk about her vision. She said before this, she was so closed-minded, thinking that this was the only way and I've just got to be okay with it, right? The way of just being okay with being okay, or being tired all the time and things like, I just have to come to terms with that. But after working on herself, which takes work, and I think that that's hard for people because it is really easy to want to invest in things that are not serving us. They're not helping us. And instead she made this choice, and I just look at that and think, oh my gosh, like her marriage is better. She has a better relationship with herself. Her vision in what she's able to do, because she's already proven to herself that things she didn't think that she could be good at or do, she's just doing, and it all came down to action. So friend, I really just want to talk to you about, are you giving the least of yourself, the worst of yourself to the people that matter most in your life? And I also want to think about how you're giving to yourself. Where are you constantly trying to make other people happy, but deep down inside you feel really alone? You are struggling. You are having a mental battle to love the skin that you're in. You're having this mental battle of questioning, is your personality enough? And are you constantly comparing yourself to other people, living through other people? And what I want to encourage you to do is one, realize that it doesn't have to be that way. Realize, first of all, that it's also normal to feel that way, but there's a different way. And this different way is all a decision to, it might be inch by inch of understanding that you treating your day, things in your day, what is going to move me forward? What is something that's going to help me? Like, for example, I'm really good at putting blinders on, and when it comes to social media, because I used to be someone who lived through other people, and I used to be a social media creep, essentially, just watching what everyone else was doing and forgetting to live my own life. And once I started putting blinders up, I started to have more freedom in my thoughts. I wasn't comparing as much, and I just was owning my journey and really working on myself versus wasting time watching other people. And even when you see people going for it, it can be really hard when you're struggling so much and you just see, why do they have all the motivation in the world? You start to compare and bash yourself again. It's a vicious cycle. But like my friend, she was so hesitant to work on herself and closed-minded. She said that. And then she just made the decision to do it anyway. And now I just can't help but think how much life has gone into her heart and how much life has changed over the last few months. And I'm just so excited for her and her future, because this sense of accomplishment like that makes you want to keep on doing it. And we didn't talk about her weight loss. Even though she's getting physical results, we didn't talk about any of that. We just talked about how she is not pouring from an empty vase. She's not giving the worst of herself anymore because she's putting self-care on her list. So I want you to think about that, and I want you to screenshot this. I want you to tell me how this spoke to you, and I want you to really examine throughout my day, what things am I doing that are not helping me move forward to where I can do something that helps me move forward. For example, I know I didn't like reading either, but I cannot even express to you how much personal development has helped me. It makes me think better, it makes me dream bigger, and it makes me actually know, not even just believe, that I can do anything, that there are limitless possibilities out there for me. And it's helped me overcome fears. It's helped me examine my limiting beliefs in life. It's helped me address my past. It is so wild. And that personal development is so contagious. So I started picking that over the radio in the car. I would just listen to a podcast, right? And then working out, I just chose to trust the process. As hard and as sucky as it was, I just decided to do it, and I could trust that I could get better, and I have. And maybe it's getting rid of all of the processed food in your house for a week. It's just taking it step by step, but when you fuel your body right, you'll feel better. When you fuel your brain right, you'll think better, right? And when you move your body, you are allowing more endorphins to come in. You're going to feel powerful in the best kind of way. So friend, thanks for listening. I appreciate you. You know that. I just wish you could be sitting right next to me right now to see my smile. I just love this community. I love Rewritten. Thank you for being a listener. Screenshot this, share it with a friend. Let me know how it spoke to you. Thanks for listening.